Sitting down to be able to do this Black History / Juneteenth inspired t-shirt dress. I got the idea from Monday's threads right here. This is her Instagram picture. I love the dress. If you know her, she does, oh my gosh, she does miracles with alterations. And I absolutely love that because I know a lot of sewers do not like to do alterations, but seeing her do alterations is such an inspiration. But last Juneteenth, she made this dress and I thought it was phenomenal. Now, I ran out to Joann's and I bought all the materials, and guess what I didn't do? I didn't make the dress. Of course not. So it's the first thing I am tackling for my Black History Month inspired outfits. So one of the things it calls for is a black t-shirt. Okay, this is a extra large. I hope it fits me. Now I want you to know you can make this in any colors you want to, and I'm going to say this out loud. I did not come up with this idea. This is not me being original. I am copying it off of her, and then I'm going to add to it. So I'm going to do my top black, and I am going to, because my Joann's did not have a lot of short sleeves at the time, I'm going to do the green, red, okay, and orange. But sorry, not orange, being colorblind, yellow. But what I am going to do, she only used one t-shirt per tier. So if you see her video, she takes the t-shirt, she cuts the t-shirt that she's not using as her top t-shirt around right under the arm holes, and then she cuts it in half again, so then she can sew those pieces together. Well, what I'm going to do, because I want mine just a little bit more fuller, I'm going to actually use two t-shirts. So it's going to be 2 of the yellow, 2 of the red, and then 2 of the green. So in all, 7 different t-shirts. Okay, and just because I want mine full, and I realized I bought too many t-shirts of actually what I wanted to make. So we'll see. Maybe, you know, somebody else will end up getting one as a gift. So what I'm going to do next, I'm going to get ready to cut up all my stuff. I'm going to take you guys on the journey with me. We're going to sew this together and see how it comes out. Let's get started. So last night, definitely couldn't sleep. My husband is not home, so of course I decided to start working on the project. So I love this. I got this from Indie Stitch. It's their My Project Plan. It is a great way to sit down and to think about my project before I got started. And even though this is a simple project, I really want to get into the habit of trying to think about the steps that I'm doing to make it easier when I'm actually sewing. So for this one, it tells you what the project is, materials that you need, when you're starting, when you're done, what your goal is, when the best time for you to sew so you can get yourself motivated, and then project steps. So I wrote all the steps here. I'm not going to do surprise because, like I said, it's just a t-shirt. It's just the t-shirt and the serger that I'm going to use. And then notes that I wanted to make to myself. I actually want to make pockets. She didn't make pockets in hers, but I believe everything is better with pockets. So I did that. And then I also took some time to, I know my drawings, guys, to draw it out. So I drew it out Of course, my colors are a little darker, but I also, you know, labeled what each was and then what I wanted to do. So gathered here, I want a belt here. I actually found some belts on Amazon that I need to order, so they'll be here Monday so I can take a picture with it, and kind of gave myself an idea of what I was looking at. The only thing is different is this green is definitely lighter than the green that I bought. All right, so let's get started, guys. So the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to cut my t-shirt. The black is what I'm using up top. And I got the t-shirts from Joann's, and I definitely will buy them again from Joann's because I had a coupon, so that definitely helped in the price. So what I'm gonna do, make sure it is even. I'm gonna get the cutting. Come along with me, guys. Okay. I just had thought, people. So I am almost certain that she's shorter than I am. I am 5'9". Where is this going to hit me at? Like, I just had a conversation with myself about length. So what I'm going to do before I cut my green, right? It is the last tier on this tiered t-shirt dress. So I'm going to pause, and I am going to measure from where the shirt, the black of the t-shirt hits on my waist, right? And I'm going to measure down. And I'm going to measure to where I want this dress to stop. If that works out, perfect. No problem. I can keep doing what I'm doing. If it doesn't, what I'm going to do, because I know I bought more than I needed, I'm just going to cut the green under the arms, okay? And then I am not going to fold it in half and cut it again. Instead, I'm going to cut 4 t-shirts so that it will match. And I think that will work out. So let me try that and I'll be back. Okay, guys, did my math, did my measurements. I think I'm good. So let's get back to cutting this. I'm going to cut the green. I don't think I have to lengthen it any. I think I should be good because it comes down to 25 inches for how tall I need it to be from my waist down. And these are 9 inches. So it gives a little for seam allowance. I'm scared, but I think it's going to be okay. All right, let me finish. Pieces out except my pockets. Now I have pockets all the time, so I need to have pockets. I have a pocket pattern somewhere, but I ain't got time for that today. So I'm going to do pocket that I know my hand will fit into. Okay. I just want it deep and wide. And I want to copy that. Okay. So you can't see it because it's in blue. But I drew me out some pockets. And now I need to make it so I can cut it out. Okay. It's just something quick. I mean, this is not a fancy garment. It's something I really just want to have fun with. So everything doesn't have to be all drawn out and fancy, but simple enough that I can add my hands in somebody's pocket. Sometimes I like going places and not taking my purse with me. Or if I'm running in or just running to the store, I'm just going to put my keys, my driver's license, and my debit card if I need my debit card, because Publix takes Apple Pay. Okay. Got it. All right. So all that's trash. Now I have my pockets, and the wrong size are together. So I'm going to mark so right sides can be together. And I want to mark here so right sides can be together. Hey. No, you're fine. What's wrong?
Nothing.
I
said nothing.
Nothing? It's my kids.
Can I put
So,
my hand in?
you can put your hand in, Jenna. All right, that's one of my kiddos. So
What are you making?
I'm making a t-shirt dress. I'm making that.
Oh, weren't you gonna work on that a while ago and then you didn't?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Because you had to work.
Thank you, Jenna, for pointing out my shortcomings. I always appreciate that as a human being.
She still loves me. It's okay.
I do.
Okay. Well, do you want to put Kyron's water on?
Yes.
Kyron, come on. Shower.
Kyron, you need clothes for church. Kyron. Thank you. All right. Welcome to my life, guys. All right. So I have cut out the top for the black portion of the shirt here. I've cut out my pocket pieces. And I've cut out all 3 tiers. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut one side because I'm going to have to connect them. I'm going to, so. Now, the suggestion that she gives is either to serge or use a French seam. And I'm not doing a French seam today. I actually have red already on my serger. So I am going to go serge these together. And then I'm going to put, after I serge everything together, I'm going to put it in my pockets. All right. So once I get done with that, and I'll be back.
Fabric glue.
Thanks. Okay, guys, so I went and I did my 3 tiers, and y'all know how I talked about wanting to do pockets. I even cut out pockets to do pockets. I forgot to do pockets, so now I am going to do, what am I going to do? Let me think. Hold on. I'm mad about these pockets. I really wanted this dress to have pockets, but it's not gonna have it. Gotta let that go. I need to use the longest length for the thread on my sewing machine. So I'm switching machines. I did most of this on my serger. Okay, so that's the inside. Did everything on my serger. So I'm going to do the longest stitch on my machine, and I'm going to gather at the top of the red. And then once I gather, I'm going to sew them together. I am going to sew it to, using my serger, I'm going to sew it to the black, which is going to be the top, and then I'm going to hem. And that's all I have left. So once I finish that, I'm going to press it, right? Because you got to press these seams. If you don't press these seams, it will look like it is homemade. If you don't want your stuff to look homemade, press your seams, okay? Press your seams. So that's what I'm gonna do. And then once I get all of that, I'll come back. I'll show you guys the end result. I'm going to try it on. I think it's going to be a little shorter than I want it to be, unfortunately. But at this point, it is what it is. I'm gonna try it on, put it on my mannequin, see if everything works, and then show you guys the final picture. I'll be back.